Today we are going to go into a bear plank with the option to go into what I call a high bear, which for many of you, if you're familiar with yoga, will look a lot like a down dog, but I really don't want you to think about this as the same thing. In yoga, a down dog really moves into your mobility. We're going to be creating stability by keeping the same alignment that we worked on in the static postures. So rib cage over pelvis, making sure we are creating a cylinder, an inflated balloon with our breath as we go into the bear plank and move into the high bear. So there's an option to use a mini band with this exercise. You do not need to have the mini band. It's linked in your gear guide if you want to go ahead and order some. They can be really, really helpful for creating proprioceptive input into your hips, your knees, allowing your brain to just get some more sensory information so that it can get a cue to send the right information out to your muscles. You do not need these, but it's an option to use today. So I'm going to show you with my mini band. I am going to put this around just the top of my knees, and we're going to start in quadruped or all fours. Move this out of the way. So first of all, I want you to think about this all fours position again that we practiced last week, elongating through the spine, spreading the floor with your knees and pressing the tops of your feet into the floor. You're going to keep yourself from going too far this way and too far this way, and you're just going to find that middle point. Remember, rib cage is aligned with your pelvis, and you're just going to breathe here to start. Now, for bear plank, we are actually going to move our hands about 2 inches closer to our feet, and then tuck our toes under us and prepare to lift. So first and foremost, in this position, you want to make sure you have that elongation first before you lift. So I'm going to inhale first and then lift, just like this. So prepare, inhale, exhale, lift 2 inches off the ground. And you may only get 5 to 10 seconds before you really need a break. So we'll do a few repetitions of this. Inhale, prepare, elongate your spine. Breathe into that cylinder. Push through all corners of your palm and push away from the floor as you lift your knees. I really like to think about breathing into my sides here. So 3 breaths, that's it, and then drop back down. Prepare again. Exhale, lift. Now I'm using this band to give my knees a little cue to just push outward slightly. If you're not using a band, you can do the same thing. Imagine that you are pushing out against just a gentle pressure on your knees. So the position of my feet and my hips is like a frog leg. And come down to take a rest. Ooh, these are feeling hard for me today. 2 more times, and then we'll go into the high bear. Inhale, exhale, lift your knees, breathe into your sides, push into that band or just into the air. You can even think about pushing your heels backward. You might get more glute activation that way. So I think about like pushing my heels as if I'm going to push them towards the back wall behind me. Oh yeah, I feel my glutes coming on with that for sure. Okay, last round. We're just going to do 3 breaths. And then we're going to show you the low bear to high bear. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Your shoulders are sinking in, push the floor away, and come back down. And take a rest. That is bear plank or low bear.